Hi everyone, my name is Corinne and I'm known as the TheKnitterSitter Podcast. I have a rivalry group now I just joined called the TheKnitterSitter Podcast. I'm on Ravelry as known as the TheKnitterSitter, and my mom one day just gave me that name because she says she always sees me sitting and knitting and not doing anything else. But my sister and my mom, they all call me now, my family, the TheKnitterSitter. So that's how the name came about. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. I work as a special ed aide. Love what I do. I have summers off, so I'm enjoying my last bit of summer before I have to go back to work. Busy summer. I also have a Mini Cooper. I love minis, but we gotta talk fiber related. I also have a dog named Lucy. And I love all tea related, anything iced tea, hot tea, mainly black teas. I'm drinking Earl Grey that I got with my fancy cup with feet, if you could see it. Earl Grey's in here. If you have a World Market, they have the cutest stuff in there. Well, I've been busy this summer remodeling my townhouse and been doing a lot of um, watching a lot of podcasts with everyone that I love, like the Periscope and Sisters. I love them. Uh, uh, Tracy and Jody. I just watched a new podcast that just popped up. Loved it. Hilarious. You can't stop laughing. Eric, Stick Plus Twine. We haven't seen you in a while. I love him. And I'm so glad they're coming out with Rib magazine because it's so hard to find men's patterns and stuff because I try to make like all kinds of stuff for my dad and brother and my brother-in-law Ralph. So we're going to be talking about what I have on the needles and what yarn that I've been buying. And I have right now I have a whip, and I do have FOs, two of those, because I've been doing, I've watched in a snit, and I'm in her group, and I've been doing the Batter Up Cow. So I finished that, and I was posting that in the Ravelry group. And then my knitting group, which is called Richmond Knitters and Crocheters, you can find them on the meetup group. They are doing summer lace along, so you just pick a pattern and you can knit it. I think this is my first lace pattern that I done. Well, actually, I think I made that for my mom, but it's still the first lace pattern, but I wanted to make one for myself. So I'll talk about that and other good stuff that I like. I hope that you can come and watch me, and let's get started. Okay, this is ooh, hold on real quick. I gotta get some yarn. The yarn that I'm making, I'll show you this project. This is my sister's birthday gift that I'm making for her. I think it's called, I don't really think it has a name. I follow on the Google Plus site where you can have your own page, and there is a knitting site on there that you can follow. And this one lady posted, because you can go on there. I can't think of the name of the lady, but you can go on there, and they do like virtual knitting nights, and it's really fun. I think it's like Tuesdays. Well, the one lady had posted her blanket, and I went on and I asked her what the pattern was, and I think she said cast on 16 on size 15, which I'm just using regular bamboo needles that I have right now in my stash. And the size 15s, and it's in the round. And this is what I'm making my sister, and it's she said to knit 4, purl 4, and the yarn that I'm using is called Lamb Pride. Here it is. Lamb Pride. And it's a bulky. Try to get used to this. It's bulky. I got this yarn we have a Powhatan Fiber Festival that comes every April, towards the end of April. And it's a small little fiber festival that Virginia has. And I had gotten it in the Lamb's Pride worsted. I got 5 of these for like a really good deal. But I was online ordering and I thought it was the same and didn't realize it was the worsted. And so I love it. It's from Brown Sheep Company, and I'm not sure if they have more of this or if they stopped selling it, but it is 85% wool, 15% mohair. And when I ordered it, it was 5, which I was going to do a blanket out of the worsted, but I thought that was the worsted. But I have 5 of these in the bulky, and I'm really hoping that I can make the blanket. Like, I'm just trying to do a throw for her couch. So I'm really hoping that I can do that. So right now, this is the only thing I have on the needles is her blanket. And so I'm really trying to get that done because her birthday is like the end of August. So I gotta keep on working on it. So the FOs that I have, if I have that right, are the batter up cow one that I just did a basic triangle shawl, and it's a knit picks yarn, but I cannot find the tag or the name. It's the new knit picks yarn that they came out with. Ooh, piece of hair in my mouth. Sorry. New knit picks yarn. I think it's like a sock, almost like a finger in weight, if I'm guessing right. It's the new speckled yarn. I fell in love with it, and this is what I made. If you all can see. And I just did a basic triangle shawl for her batter up cow series. And then if you see, it has these little things. And I got the pattern off of YouTube because I was just learning how to do shawls. And the lady on the video said use any size needles, any size yarn you want. You just cast on 3, you knit those 3, then you knit the first one, and then you do your yarn overs, and you keep on doing that, and then once you did your yarn over, you knit the rest, and it's easy. She said you can do any size, how big you want it, how small you want it, chunky, any type. So I got my mom and sister on the pattern because they're learning how to do shawls. So yeah, real easy. So when I want something simple and I don't want to have to follow a pattern, this is what I make. And these are great for gifts and quick. So yeah. And I got some yarn to show you. It's yarn that I bought for me and then yarn I bought for my sister for her birthday and some fun stuff. First, I'm going to show you what my girlfriend Wendy made me. This awesome project bag. She's learning how to, she's been watching a bunch of podcasts. I got her into podcasts. And so she says, oh, I know how to sew. I'm going to sew a project bag. So she sent me the fabric and said, I'm going to sew you a project bag, but I want to use up all the yarn. So this is an extra big project bag. I've never seen anyone this size before. I love owls. And so she made the owl project bag. Look how big it is. This is an owl project bag. And then she did the handle. And then she did a hot pink zipper on mine. She did one for herself, a little smaller with a red zipper. And then she lined it. Look at the inside of this lining. It is gorgeous. Yeah. And it is so big. I can't get over the size of this thing, if y'all can see it. Yeah, so she made that. which I think is great because I'm into making blankets for people for the holidays. I bought this yarn for my sister. I'm going to show you. In Richmond, we only have 2 yarn shops, which I don't totally understand for Richmond. We have one that's called the Knitted Basket. It's this little itty bitty little tiny shop that's like an above like a bridal store or something. And they moved, and so it's really tiny. And their selection's okay. Then there's one that moved that opened up called the Knitting Bee, and she has okay selection, which I go there to get some stuff if I need needles or little stuff like that. But there's a yarn shop where my mom and dad moved to, where they retired at. It's called Whitestone, Virginia. It's near the river, and it's an awesome shop, and it's called the Dirt Woman. And I love her shop. Anyone that wants to go down to Kilmarnock, it's called Kilmarnock is the town, and then there's a little town called Whitestone, and another one that's called Irvington. And so when you go across the bridge, you get into the town, and it's small, but her shop is awesome. She has all kinds of yarn, and you can do drop spindle, you can do spinning, you can take classes. She has this awesome guy that comes in and teaches all of these great classes, teaches you how to spin. And so when I'm in town, I always seem to be in town when they have knitting night, or they have it during the day, at night too. The ladies are great. So the Dirt Woman, check her out. She has a Facebook page, Facebook page, and she has a website, and she has a Ravelry page. And so they show me where they had the clearance rack when I was in there picking up needles, and I walked out with yarn. This is called Noble Art, and it was on sale, and I picked it up for my sister's birthday, and I love it. Never even heard of them before. And so I wanted to see if my sister could try this out. Let's see, does it say what it is? Oh, it's virgin wool, 100% virgin wool superwash. Wow, made in Germany. Never heard of them before, if you could see it. Sorry if the light stings, but it was sunny out, and all of a sudden the clouds came and now it's pouring down rain. So yeah, Noble Art. It's like a crinkly, if you can see it. It's almost like this crinkle. It's like purples and pinks. So yeah, it looks like different color purples. I don't know what it is, but I've been into purples lately. Everything I'm buying is purple. So that's one thing I got my sister. And then this other thing I got her is this Knit Picks yarn. Now this is new. They just came out with this. Let's see if y'all can see it. Yeah. It is, let me see if I could get the tag out for you guys. So it's this purple Knit Picks. And it is it Big Go? Duchess Heather. They just came out with this yarn, and it is a bulky weight. 50 superwash merino wool, 50 nylon. So yeah, I got that for her because she's just learning how to knit, and she's been doing blankets and scarves and stuff. So I thought this would be a good beginner's yarn for her. I got her 2 skeins of this. And then when I was at the Powhatan Fiber Festival, I got myself some Marabrigo. I love their yarn. I can't stop not buying it. I'm addicted to it. This is the Ristica, approximately 90 yards. 5.25 ounces per skein. I got 2 of these. So I got one on the needles, which I forgot to bring, that I also have on needles. I have so much on the needles right now, but my main project's the blanket that I've been working on. So I was doing a ribbed, I think it's a ribbed cow. So this is Archangel 850 is what it says right there, 850 Archangel, if you're looking for it, if they still make it. But, this lighting doesn't do any justice, but it is like purples. So I'm into purples. Everything I've been buying lately are purples. And the other lovely thing that I bought my sister, I just got in the mail. I'm so excited. I can't wait for her to see it. Mrs. Brown's bags. I couldn't believe I got this for her. I've been waiting for her updates and been missing her updates. And then I finally caught an update on Instagram. And then I love the zipper pull. And then I finally scored. There were 2 bags left. As soon as I finished ordering hers, I went back to the shop and it was sold out of everything. The inside of this is awesome. I love Mrs. Look at her cute little tag. And then it comes with her cute card. And then it says, "Thank you so much for ordering." Oh, it is so cute if you can see it. Oh, and then she sends in her little, I guess it's a little candy in there. Like a little maple leaf, if you can see that. I'm going to give this to my sister. She's going to love this. I wanted it so bad. I'm going to put the yarn in it. When she opens it up, she's going to see it in there. She's going to love it. Yeah. So that was another thing. And then I also wanted to show you this neat thing that my mom bought me for my birthday. My birthday's past, but in July. It's this cute little bracelet, and right here, if you can see it, you can take it off, and it's a stitch marker. Yeah. So if I could get this off for you guys, at the Dirt Woman in Whitestone, Virginia. She has a website, if I told you all. And her husband run the shop. They are awesome people. And and it comes and it's this cute little charm. And then you have the bracelet. See, and it's called Wool and Wire Stitch Marker Bracelet. See, then if you could see her jewelry for knitting and needles. So I guess you can put stuff on there while you're knitting so you don't lose it. It's a bracelet that has been designed with knitters in mind to serve 2 purposes. A remove decorative charm doubles its function as a stitch marker for your knitters. Create a whole new look every day by adding or substituting different markers, and always prepare for knitting emergency. So it's a wool and wire jewelry, one word.com. Yeah, so this is an awesome thing. You can go onto the website. They sell it at the Dirt Woman. She says a lady makes these, made in the U.S. She knows the lady. And so my mom had to pick it up. She thought it was so cute. She couldn't pass it up. I love wearing it as a bracelet. So I just showed you guys that. I also have some yarn here that I wanted to show you guys. This is my grandmother's yarn. I got a whole stash of yarn from my grandmother when she passed away. And I've been trying to figure out what to knit with this. I was thinking of a shawl. I have 3 skeins of this. It's called Silky Wool, Designer's Choice. Never heard of them before. And it is wool. 45% wool, 35% silk, 20% nylons, 50 grams, which is 175 m. It says to use a size 4 mm6, US 6. So I'm really having a hard time figuring out what to use with my grandmother's yarn. Some of them don't have the tags on them because she said to me, she lived in an assisted living place and she was in a knitting group, and she said some yarn stores would go out of business, so they would donate the leftover yarn that they didn't sell. So yeah, so she's got like a whole bunch of really nice yarn in her stash that I have of hers now, and I can't figure out what to do with it. I guess I'm just gonna have to do a Ravelry search. But this, I really want to make something, maybe for me. But I gotta find that shawl pattern. I have 3 skeins of it, so I hope I have enough of this yarn. And, yeah, so, has anyone been doing the Rav Olympics? I have a shawl that I made for the, well, actually, I used it for both. This shawl I made for my, knitting and crocheting group that I'm in. The Richards Knitters and Crocheters, and we were doing a lace along in our Ravelry group. And then I heard that the Ravel Olympics was going on, so I entered in the whip portion of it, because I already had it on the needles and I was trying to get this done. So I entered in both, and this was the shawl that I made, and it came out really good. This yarn that I used is Art by Anna. She's from Canada, and it's the sock gradient yarn. And I had contacted her because I think I heard about her from the Periscope and Sisters, because she loves her yarn. And I think it's party sock gradient yarn. And I was looking for this color yarn to make for someone for their graduation gift. But then I had found something else, and she contacted me and said she had made it in the color for me. So I kind of was like, I loved it. So then I said, you know what? I'm gonna get it for myself. So I bought it for myself and got it. And then I ended up making it for myself instead of not using it for the person that I was making their gift. Something else I used for their gift. But I'm in love with the yarn. It's so soft. I love the colors. She was awesome with me. She contacted me before she put it up on her Etsy page, because she has an Etsy page and she has a Ravelry page. It's Art by Anna, and she also has an Instagram page. She's awesome. She was so sweet. She made sure she got the colors I wanted right and everything. So I got to send her a picture of this because she wanted to know what I was making. At the time, I didn't know what I was making until we decided to do a lace along in our Ravelry group for my knitting and crocheting group. And I'm in love with it. I'm like hooked on her yarn. I would definitely go back and buy some more of her yarn. If you're looking for a certain color, she will work with you with what you want. Um, so she's just awesome. Yeah, it turned out pretty. I made one for my mom. It was like a gray, kind of gray shimmery tone colors for her birthday. And I fell in love with it and didn't want to give it to her, but I gave it to her and she loves it and she wears it all the time. And everybody keeps asking me about the pattern name. Let's see. I think I have the pattern here I could show you guys. I got this at the Dirt Woman. I think it was her pattern. I don't know if I have it. Do I have? Oh, look. Yes, I do have the thing for the yarn that I made. Yes, it's a sock gradient cake. Approximately 120 grams is 555 yards, and it's 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. I love it, and she has all her little gradients on here in her shop. And she's from Canada, which her stuff is beautiful. And she also makes project bags, which are beautiful. And she does other types of yarn too. You should go check her out. I'm constantly on her page going, I don't need to buy this, I don't need to buy it, but I love looking and seeing what she has. Yeah. But it's called the Monarch Shawl, I think that's what it's called. But I got it from the Dirt Woman. It's her pattern. And yeah, so I got it when I was in there when I wanted to make my mom her birthday gift. And so then I made this. But I love it. It turned out really good. If you want to see it on me. and I'm short. It turned out really great and everything. And the other podcast that I love to watch is at Rolling Vines. I love her. Her name is Kristen. I'm so addicted to her. I had found her when I was listening to the Knitmore Girls and fell in love. That was when I first started listening to podcasts, was the Knitmore Girls, and then I think it was Kristen. I love her yarn. Try to get it all the time. The other podcast that I'm addicted to is the Legacy Knits. I can't stop watching them. I get so excited when they come on a mother-daughter podcast. I feel like that's how me and my mom are when it comes to knitting. We're always calling each other up, asking each other questions. I love that. I'm so glad that they started dyeing yarn. Sue is awesome. I love their yarn. And Chelsea, and oh, her dog is so cute. It reminds me of my dog Lucy. She's over here laying down. She's a Shih Tzu, my little rescue. Yeah. So, just thought you would like this. So, yeah. So it's so soft and squishy. So yeah. So, yeah, so I hope that you like my podcast. It's my first one, so it's going to be scattered today. See how things go. I just have too many stuff on the needles right now. I got to go through my bag. I think I have another shawl that I got going on the needles. It's like a crescent-shaped one. I have that one on the needles, and then I would really like to learn how to do a cable. I don't know how to do cable right now. I love watching Vicky Howe. She does Ask Me Mondays, and she just had a new kit released on this awesome cowl with the ribbed, and it looks so good. And I would love to learn how to do that. And I also really want to learn how to do mittens. Vicky Howe had released last year, I think like fall time, right around winter time. These awesome mittens in the magazine and the knitting magazine, and I would really love to learn how to do those. If the thumb gussings aren't hard, I could probably get that. And all of these podcasters that pull out these socks, I would love to learn how to do a sock someday. Right now, I don't know. I'm just enjoying what I'm knitting on the needles now, learning all my different shawl techniques. So I hope you love this podcast. If you can subscribe to me. Thank you for watching me, and hope you have a lovely day. And it is Sunday, the 9th, the 21st. Sorry, August 21st. Yes, August 21st. Thanks for watching me. Bye.